Okay, YouTube is back at you. This is Rodney with Health Wealth Building Tip number 13. Like to always start off with these three things. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. Second, house and wealth comes from the father. Thirdly, children do not save for the parents, but the parents save for the children. So in this tip, just want y'all to understand when I do these videos, is not to give you all the information, what you got to do step by step by step by step, but it begins with the mindset. You have to have a certain perspective before you do anything, and building wealth is no different. You got to have the mindset. You got to have the want to in order to build wealth or achieve anything, and you got to have a certain mindset. So let me just give you the thought of or the title of this wealth tip number 13. That's accepting the challenge. Accepting the challenge. You got to be willing to accept the challenge. Most people shy away from the challenge, or they are intimidated by the challenge. You got to embrace the challenge. The challenge is the proving grounds of success. Challenges are the teacher, and we are the student. Challenges prepare us for the next level, but unfortunately, the challenge stop people dead in their tracks. Before they even get started, they look at the challenge and they say, "No, I can't do it. I don't want to go through it." Whatever the case may be, when they look at that challenge, either that challenge is going to get them in the beginning, either that challenge is going to come get them in the middle of something, or it will catch them at some point. This challenge will come and rob them of what they're trying to do, because the challenge is greater in their minds than the rewards of what they're trying to accomplish. You have to embrace it. You got to accept that there's challenges in life. No matter what it is, it's going to be challenges. And if we accept the challenge, it's going to allow us to grow so that we can achieve what we want to achieve. And building wealth is no different. You're going to have challenges because you have to have a certain amount of money, because most people say, "I don't have any money to build wealth." Okay, that's a challenge. And some people stop right there. "I don't have enough money." Go get it. Some people said, "I can't afford something." Go afford it. Go do something. That's the challenge. "I can't afford it." That's your challenge. And you say, "I can't afford it." So we throw our hands up and we say, "Well, we're done because we can't afford it." No, I've learned years ago, if you want something, you got to go out there and get it. And don't allow the challenge to stop you in your tracks. If you want something, go get it. There's going to be a challenge. There's going to be obstacles. There are going to be some things, but as you are aware of, once you go through something, you're better. You're better off once you have gone through it. You've learned something once you went through it. You picked up something once you got through it. Uh, you were pleased that you were able to overcome and be successful. We have to overcome those things, those challenges that we think that we cannot overcome, that we cannot knock it over, open up the door. We have to accept those challenges for what they are. And they are just teachers. Challenges are just the teacher, and we are the student. We learn from the challenges, we grow from the challenges so that we can obtain the things that we want. If you go back a video or two ago, I had put out, and some of it said that you have to be different. That was my challenge of wanting to be promoted to supervisor. I couldn't stay the same if I did not accept, if I did not embrace the challenge of becoming different, to be a little bit more. I would have never achieved the goal that I wanted to achieve. I had to first of all accept it, that I have to change. That was the challenge. That was the challenge. It wasn't about anybody else. It was about me. That's what I can deal with. That's the only thing that I have control over is myself. And sometimes we get outside of ourselves and think about all these challenges. I don't care if it's people, places, or things. There are challenges, and we think that we cannot overcome those, but we can. We can overcome our challenges if we're focused, but if we have a great desire. And your desire has to be greater than the challenge. And if your desire is just a hope and a prayer, and I wish I could, it would be nice, the challenge is going to get you one day. I say one day or another, because you can get started and that challenge is going to be there. And if that challenge don't go away easy, we are easily discouraged and we close and say, nope, it's not for me. We self-talk ourselves, well, that's not for me, must be not meant, maybe another time, or whatever we tell ourselves, that's what's true. But if we say, I am going to overcome whatever this challenge is, because this challenge can set you back. What about the Wright brothers? How many times did they attempt to fly and did not fly? If they would have stopped the first time the challenge came, what if they would have stopped the second or third? No, but hundreds, maybe thousands of times, going back to the drawing board and trying it again. And not only them, but everything, you better believe someone had a challenge. If we are benefiting from it, someone had a challenge. You're on the computer, you're on your phone, somebody had a challenge. You're in your home, whatever the case, you're in your car, you're on a plane, whatever the case may be, somebody had a challenge. You're working in a business or you're working for someone. Somebody had a challenge, but they overcame the challenge. And that's why we are benefiting from those who have been successful, because they didn't shy away or was intimidated by the challenge. You got to embrace the challenge. That's what I'm saying. These tips are about the mindset in order to build wealth or attain anything that you want to obtain. You got to have the mindset that I'm willing to embrace. I'm willing to accept the challenge for what it is. Is the challenge greater than you? Is the challenge greater than your ambition, your desire? Is your challenge bigger than you wanting to provide for your family? That's why we started off like this. Wealth is not only for you. If you don't do it for yourself, do it for the ones you love. Don't let the challenge be greater than the love that you have for the ones that you are willing to do or die. That's what we're talking about. You got to do or die in order to be successful, in order to knock down the door of the challenge that is standing before you. You got to just pull up your pants and buckle up and tighten up your belt and say, you know what, my desire for whatever it is, wealth or whatever it is, my desire for that, my love for my family is greater than the challenge that's standing before me, because you will have a challenge. Sooner or later, the challenge will come, but we will embrace the challenge. We will learn from the challenge. We accept the challenge for what it is, because we may not be able to change the challenge, but we will be able to overcome it. That's what we need to do in this tip, wealth building tip number 13. Okay, YouTubers, until we come and get you again on tomorrow. Take care.